All right. Hey guys. Hey Hooker. Hey Jana. Hey Dina. Is it Deanna or Dina? Okay. Hey, leave it to Bieber. How you doing? I'm always late, but this time it really wasn't my fault. Stephanie's the late one, but I just figured I'll just go live and then just talk to y'all for a second and then she'll get here. I do have a little bit I wanted to tweak the chat rules just a little bit because last time there was an issue because um, people were getting timed out and other mods that have been with me for a long time were kind of confused, which I understand that too. But I wanted to say that I'm not I just until things calm down. I normally run a very open chat. You can pretty much say whatever. Hey, Cassandra. Hey, Bay. But until things calm down, I am going to within reason. If people are just coming in and only come in, well, for first of all, if you're coming in under a sock, I normally am pretty cool. But if it's like a personal thing, I'm probably gonna boot you. If you can come under your own name. Second of all, I am flirting with you,
I'm
Hooker.
here.
Hi, Stephanie.
Hey. How
Okay.
late was I?
Oh, you're only 5 minutes. Leave it to Bieber. If you don't
Not too
want
bad.
it, you just I just hey Hope, how you doing? Um Okay, so I was just letting them know that I'm gonna run a little bit of a tighter chat for now. I hate to be like that, but with everything going on, it's just gonna be for the best that if you only come in here to shit on the chat or to argue with me, like not have difference of opinion, but I'm not certain chat, so that's dead for now. Hey,
Hey,
Ann,
Don. And
how's that
listen, it's not
on?
it's not fair to your chatters to have to deal with that every single time. Like, ugh, it's so
No, I've
fucking
actually had
annoying.
chatters reach out to me and say, like, I normally chat in your chat, but it's just been too tense and just different things. So I'm trying to
That's so dumb.
accommodate. Hey, Lab
Hey,
15, how you
Booker.
doing? Hooker, my BB. Okay, I gotta put this. I also never do this normally, but I'm doing the whole sub on for subs only because same reason, right? Hey, Deborah. Um, I will be in and out tonight. Okay. All right, cool. No worries. Don't ever worry about being here. No big deal. Um,
Good to see you. Leave it to Bieber.
yes, I love Bieber. I love Bieber. They're so funny. Like they always have funny comments.
So cute.
I know I love the name. So anyways, yeah, I don't know. What a clusterfuck, huh? But good to see you, Dot Factory.
This whole
And
community is a clusterfuck.
yeah, it's a clusterfuck. It's hard to navigate right now. Hey Mom Jeans. Hey Crime and Contour. Hey Eric, how you doing?
It's like,
Um,
ugh,
yeah, go
it's
ahead.
I genuinely don't understand because it's either like you are forced to interact with people that docs and go real life. And everybody knows that because you can see it physically since they've been here. Or
Mhm.
try to ignore that and get away from that situation. And it's fucking impossible. I just want my
Mhm.
question for the chat is like, what's the smarter thing to do? Like, if you know, just in general, if somebody, because this has been my issue with this particular person this whole time, right? If you know somebody, if you know for a fact, like they're going to bring your family into it, dox your family, go real life, call jobs, whatever else, right? If you know that, is it better to point it out so you become their target when everybody that has fucking eyes and ears can see what they're all about? Or to ignore and like not draw attention and make that bigger?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
Okay. Because
understand.
I mean, I want to preface with obviously
Fucking
I
dumb.
don't.
It's dumb to
It's
me. I'm sorry.
yes,
And
it is
it's not
dumb.
blaming anyone. I'm talking about
No.
in general, myself. It is putting yourself in a, not just yourself, your family in a shitty situation when it could be avoided. I just don't want to do that personally.
Which we've said, and actually, the truth even called us basically pussies because we didn't want to
Yes.
talk about it. This
Yep.
was months ago when we said we're not with any of it. We're not gonna call anything out when it happens. Of course, I do not want to see anybody get doxxed. I
No,
don't agree that nobody should get doxxed.
it's
Um,
fucking gross.
uh,
It's,
right,
oh,
it's horrible, and it's horrible. Like okay, for instance, there's this guy in our community, and he doxed the living fuck out of
yes.
Aaron, myself, and my family. I did not
Mhm.
mention it for several weeks till the videos were down, and then we were on like a mutual panel or something. I don't remember, and I ended up saying something, right? But I should have known better than to even poke at him because that's what he's known for. I'm not blaming anybody for getting doxxed, by the way. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is,
It's not
I
anybody's fault
uh,
with the dogs.
no,
What I'm talking about myself, myself, and expectations that people put onto you. Like, I'm just talking about your like supporters in general, because I see people saying, look, it should be called out, should be called out. What should, okay, if that's how you feel, I totally understand that. But is there anybody, genuinely, is there anybody in this whole entire community that is under the assumption that this person does not, that she doesn't dox and go real life? I just don't think that there's anybody that doesn't think that. I've watched her whole chat call people's job and shit
right, which is
repeatedly.
why right, which is like, because I feel like right now, like you either have to be like supporting, for instance, bomb. Okay, they'll say you're either supporting bomb or you're supporting the other side of it. I don't
I
support
don't
any of
support
it.
either.
Like I don't frequent either anybody's chat. I stay pretty much in a little bubble right now. I go to hookers, savages and
Yep.
jennies. That's it. Like, that's all for
Yeah.
me. Um, in this community, and I like to our science girls. I'm sorry, science girls too. But that's it. That's all for me. And I don't. I just I don't know. Months ago we said we didn't want to interact, and now people are mad that we're not being harsh or calling it out. When I said I wasn't going to engage. Of course, I don't want to see anybody get doxxed. I don't. Um,
I just
However,
don't personally feel like the right way to handle it is that, if, especially if you know for a fact that this person is going to pull your family members into it. I just feel like we each have more of an obligation to not put our family members into it if we know that that's going to happen. That's, I don't want to do that.
right, I'm
I
not
don't want
going.
it.
I mean, look, I
Right,
was very
and
open.
I don't think it helps. I don't think it's going to make it go away. It's going to make it bigger.
Yeah, it is for sure. And that's how we've always handled, like, if you ask anybody how you deal with Brian when he doxes you, you don't give him attention, you don't
That's
mention
the way
it.
I've always felt about it, because it's
Yeah,
the only thing that logically makes sense to me. It's the only thing. If, okay, if you were willing, and I've said this, this is the same shit I've said for a month straight at least. But if you're willing to go and then dox back and then fight back the same on the same level, then that's a different story. But I'm not.
right,
I
I'm
don't
not.
feel like fighting somebody that way. So
Right, I'm
it's
not.
like fighting a fight with somebody with your hands behind tied behind your back. It's retarded. I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
shouldn't use that word. It's stupid.
It's it's stupid.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's just like it is. It's like why are we I don't know. I'm not willing to do that. That's just me. But I've been
No,
open about that. I've said from jump that I have a lot of personal things going on that I'm just not willing to talk about them all. I've talked about a little bit of them. I cannot put anything else on my family right now, right?
No,
My family needs, and I'm not going to for some internet bullshit. And I'm
and
sorry if
no
people don't
one should,
like my response. I don't give a fuck. I don't.
and no one should expect anybody to. In my opinion, like I wouldn't expect anyone to interact and put anybody in that situation when you know exactly what the results are going to be. I've watched myself. I've watched it over and over and over and over and over and over. But instead of getting further away from this person, it's, and I get that some people feel like the fight is worth it, but what comes at the end of the fight? Like that person's gonna not be in the community. I just don't think that's gonna happen at the end of it
Right.
all.
I mean, listen, I heard somebody say this yesterday and it really resonated with me. Well, I heard
Yeah,
a couple of things. They said, go to the beef sector and tell them to stop doxing. See how that works out for you. It's not going to
right.
because they're not in our community. Those, okay, the people that are being spoken of are not in the DC. Hell, I'm barely in the DC. And I also want to clear up why I said that I feel like the DC is toxic because I've gotten asked about it a couple of times. So, when we're ready to move on. And then that's the last thing I'm personally going to address about any of it because there's nothing else to say. I'm sorry that that happened to you. I don't like that. I don't agree with that. I do not fucking support anybody being doxxed. That's all I have to say. Like, I'm
Right.
not going to, that's all.
It
I
would
think it's
be
grimy.
in like it I just think it would be so much better than as a community if we're going to like move forward in any kind of like community sense, that the way forward isn't to fight more with people that dox and go real life. Like that, what do we want to bring more people like that in to the community? Like I just don't. I
Yeah,
just don't.
because like if you're talking to DC, okay, Jenny has her own community over there. If Amber is welcome over there, she's been clear she's not even part of the DC. Neither is Savage, and neither is Alicia. Those are the three chats that I see that I see her in. Right? They're not even part of it. They don't even. They're not. They done said they're not even part of this community. They're doing their own thing, which I totally fucking get and I totally respect. Right? It
Yes.
has nothing to do with this area. Like, in my opinion, I don't know. I could be wrong.
Well, I didn't know even know who she was, and then she was brought like she was started being brought up and stuff, and then it was just like more and more and more, and it it just doesn't make sense. Like if you know for a fact that you're going to sit and say that you don't dox, you don't go, you don't do any of that shit, you don't want to. I'm not going to. So I just don't
Right.
understand why trying to fight with somebody that you know is going to try to target your family members
Right, and
when
if that's
you're
what you wanna
do the
do,
same.
listen, I've said this from jump. You wanna do that? That's totally fine. I'm not getting involved. I've said that from the fucking
Yes.
jump. People have called me a pussy over it. I
Yeah,
don't
a
give
lot
a
of
fuck.
this shit came
You
from that, in my opinion.
mhm.
I think a lot of
Yes.
this the breakdown came from that. And then it was like, because I did try to say, like, hey, and I'm not blaming anyone. I'm just saying, like, that from the beginning, like, this isn't a good idea. This isn't a good idea. But it was like, no, I'm going to do it and I don't care. You don't have to support it, blah, blah. That's fine, whatever. But it's like you can see it from a mile away. I don't, it's just not the smartest. I don't know. It's just not the smartest thing to do. And I just don't want to be involved in it. I just don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sue
And
me.
so I don't give a fuck. Like, you don't like my response. I really don't know what to tell you because it's not your family online. It's mine. You get on your fucking platform and you fucking call it the fuck out then. That's all I got to say about it.
Yeah. Like,
I don't mean to sound like a little shitty about it, but it's just like, well, you get up there and call it out. I have 6 reasons not to. I'm going through a separation right now. I have 6 children. I'm like trying to start a new life and stuff. And I am not doing that. And I've been fucking open about it since the beginning. And now everybody wants to be all fucking outraged at me.
and there's
That I'm
nothing that
not.
say, like, people aren't idiots. This stuff is being done in public. It's not like fucking nefarious hiding behind the scenes and then people are outing it. It's like open and public, like everybody can see it. You don't, we're all adults, we don't need somebody pointing the finger at, like there's nobody that isn't under the assumption that that's what she does, and then on top of that she has plenty of people that support what she does.
Right, that's
So
their community. It's different than
yeah,
ours. We've said that from the beginning. It's like going into a new store and telling them you like the way the old one was run. It don't fucking matter. That ain't their store, you know? That's
yeah,
the new store. Like it is what it is. It's just I
it's
I
confusing, it
it's
sucks, it's
confusing.
unfortunate, I hate it, but it's just like, why are we even going down this road? Like I can't fucking understand it.
Well, I'm not going down this road personally.
No,
So,
I
and if I
mean we
and you know,
a
no, I know what
community.
you meant. Yeah, and that that's totally fine. Like I said, people can handle it how they want. They can do what they want, but don't get mad at me for how the fuck I handle it. And if being in a chat with somebody is equaling support, how come that's only over here that's equal to supporting somebody? Because I can be in any chat I want. Hell, I could go to Amber's tomorrow. I don't want to. I don't need to. I don't even know anybody over there. Like I don't frequent over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Um, that's if me supporting would be like me going on up and everything all the time. I went into one chat and it was when kids were being doxxed, and I said, "Is this happening right now? Holy shit!" or something, or wow, or something. I don't
well,
remember
I
exactly
mean,
how I worded it.
I don't I don't see how anyone could be under that um impression, but I don't at all. I don't support her in any way. So
Right.
I don't know her, never talked to her, never been to her channels.
Nothing.
I stay away.
Yeah. I stay away from a lot of shit these days, like just in
Oh,
general. But it's also not going to keep me on chats that I like. I can be cordial. I can just talk to other
yeah,
people. I'm not going to go in and make a big deal. I'm not a child.
of course.
Um, okay. So next thing, the reason that I said that the DC was toxic, because I agreed with, again, Savage on this point. The DC is toxic. I was talking about an earlier live stream. I got my wires mixed a little bit, but the reason I said the DC is toxic to me right now is because it's like you think someone's your friend one day, the next day they're in a fucking shit about you. You're getting
Yeah.
people telling you they're talking shit. You think that you have like a super strong friendship with someone, and it's not. One day someone's your friend. It's just every sense of the word toxic is all I think about right now. That doesn't mean I've always felt that way or if I feel that way about every single person in it. It's just my feelings about why it's like um
It's
people
hard to
that
even talk without our words getting twisted completely opposite of what
mhm,
we actually say. It's 100% toxic. Like
yes, and I'm
I
sorry
don't
I'm
know
not
how
reading the
anybody
chat
can
just
say that
yet.
it isn't toxic.
Right, it is for me right now. It's really toxic, and that's not saying that every person is toxic, or I
Mm-mm.
think every situation. Just for me right now, it is toxic, and that is why I have stayed away. I don't want to go chill in a chat with somebody when with a bunch of people that I just saw in a chat right before that talking a bunch of shit about me. Like I just don't want to fucking do it. I'm not going to do it. Um, yesterday I did have a little bit of a, oh God, this sucks moment. And then I was like, why? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? And who gives a single if some motherfuckers that go around calling themselves whatever, the fuck ponies, unicorns, what the fuck ever, they don't like you. I don't care. Don't like me. I don't and shit all over your comment. I appreciate the fucking same. I don't care.
Hey, science.
Um, I'm done giving a fuck what anybody like. I don't care. I don't care what anybody thinks. You don't like the way that I run things. You don't have to be here. I don't run up in other chats that I don't like, telling them, pleading my case, going in the comment
No,
section on their
I don't
troll
even want.
accounts and shit.
I
No,
don't
me
give a
neither.
fuck
I
what they have to
I
say,
don't
like at
care.
all. They watch our every fucking word clearly because there's something
Yeah,
that be said
it's so
all the fucking.
ridiculous. It's just it feels yes. Right now it feels like we're under a microscope, and I'm really tired of it. I won't be watching any
Honestly,
responses to this video. Because I just won't. I don't want anybody to send me any of it. I don't care if there's 10 live streams. I don't care. Um, that's all. Like
oh,
that's all.
yeah, it's. it's a lot of seemingly like petty shit. This happened clearly wasn't petty, right? It was fucked up and outrageous. But I'm just saying, like, the back and forth stuff just feels really petty, and I, I just don't even want to
Yeah,
participate
me
in any of
neither.
it.
I'm
So
not
silly.
participating in it. I'm not participating in it. I'm not doing the back and forth. I'm not pulling up your live stream that you responded to me in and responding. I don't give a fuck. I didn't even drag you the other night. I literally gave an opinion. If that's all it takes to get a response out of you, have at it, girl. Have fun. Take my fucking streams. Do whatever you got to do. I won't be watching. I don't care. That's where I'm at. um, I
Yeah,
that's all I have
this
to say about it. I just don't even want to talk about it. That's all.
and I haven't been watching just because, for one, why would I want to make myself upset? And it's just gonna fucking like trigger me or whatever. So there's no reason to watch it. It's dumb.
Yeah, it's stupid. I'm not gonna watch it. And don't come at me about fucking hate bonding. Hey, Monique. Oh, I wanted to talk about Monique for a second too. And don't come at me about hate bonding when some of y'all are in here agreeing with fucking Wendy V that I'm Laura 2.0. Give me a fucking break. Go fuck yourself, all of you that said that. Um, I really don't care. If you think I'm Laura 2.0, then that says more about you than me because you chill with me for 4 years, 3 and 4 years, like you're my good friends, and now I'm Laura 2.0. Okay. Um,
Hey,
so
G.
hey,
Uh,
sorry, I hadn't had the chat pulled up. I had to get all that out of my system before I pulled the chat.
yeah, I know it's
I
crazy.
I know, I know, Jenny. It is crazy, but I'm just
Hey,
yeah, I know. Leave it to Bieber. I'm gonna address that too, honey. Hey, it's Sarah. Um It's Batty who called you Laura 2.0. No, well, Wendy V called me Laura 2.0 too, because there's a video about it. But Laura or Batty called me that. That's really um hmm,
bad.
anyways. I ain't getting down that rabbit hole. Hey pugs. Um
Wow.
so yeah, so Monique went up and she's hey Rachel, how are you doing? So Monique went up last night and I thought she had a lot of good points and I wanted to let her know. I watched it after because I didn't know what Randy and Wendy's live was about when I was like in Savages and Jenny's, and then Monique had said that she went up, and I was like, oh, I want to watch. So yeah, I watched it. Hey Tess, um, hey Andrea, yeah, me too. I
Just
didn't.
kidding, Coach. I didn't watch
Hey
theirs.
Coach.
I have to watch theirs. I didn't watch any. I knew it was going to be a shit show. I was
Yeah.
busy.
Yeah, and I there was one thing that was said in the live stream, and I just want to address it because it was said. I'm sorry if anybody feels abandoned, like, or like I haven't been around enough. I don't hardly have time to do anything during the day. Like, I just, and Discord is also another thing that I've cut way back on, like, because it's just too much right now for me. Like, it's all so much, it's just like when I have free time, I just don't want to go in Discord and see DMs from people that I'm arguing with right now, to be quite honest.
Well,
Um
it's for me. It's I don't want to. I don't have the desire to be anywhere that is like high conflict all the time. And any discord that I'm in or around, it turns into that. It seems so. I can't even go.
yeah, it's and plus it's very disheartening when you think people are your friends and you just constantly get DMs that this one's talking about you in that Discord and that one's talking about you in this Discord, and did you hear that this one thinks that and that one thinks this, and um I just I have to disengage for now. It's better for me and for everybody because it is what it is. um
It's either okay, it's either that, or if we don't, and we do the same shit, it's just going to turn into this big fucking fight for no reason.
yeah, Jenny, you can get rid of any
Stupid.
trolls in here that say shit to you. You got a wrench. Yeah, Audrey, and I used to really like Discord, but lately I'm just not enjoying it as much. And so when you don't enjoy something as much, you just don't engage as much. And um, I'm going to come back eventually, but it's just, I think with every relationship, whether it's a friendship or what, you have to take time to, I guess would grieve be the word. Like you would have to take time
Mourn.
to
Yeah.
mourn it,
Yeah.
which comes with a whole bunch of different stages, which I've already done with them. But every time I get these DMs about this or that, it just is a new feel. Like it's just like, well, damn, I thought I was cool with this person or that person or this one or that one. Um, and so I just haven't been, and I've been staying more to myself a lot. I do that when there's a lot of things going on. Um, it's just handled things. So I know, Jenny, but thank you for yeah. Um, yeah, if you ignore them, they seem to come harder. Yes, Don. Right. It's hard to figure out what to do right now. Hold on a second.
Well, and then and then it turns into that you're ignoring everybody. You know what I mean? Because for me, because I can't even go. I don't even want to go to Discord. I can't.
Yeah.
I hate
Yeah,
it.
Tess,
I
that's
hate.
where I'm getting. I'm getting to the I don't give a fuck attitude. And I don't want, I mean, not about, I do care about the people, that I'm friends with and all that. I'm saying I'm getting a real big I don't give a fuck attitude about all the rest of it. And I don't even like to be like that. Like I don't like to be so much like I don't give a fuck, but it's just you know, to see people saying that I'm hate bonding with, I don't even know who I'm hate bonding with, but that's a big thing that I'm hate bonding right now. Okay, that you can think that to go into Wendy V's and make comments about me, being Laura 2.0, and I'm fake as fuck, and all this stuff. Like, okay, well, you had me for 3, 4 years. I wish people would have been more. Just don't be my friend, from the jump, whatever. So, anyways, hey Snooks, hey Ann. Um, yes, crime and contour. You have to know your boundaries. And I do have very strong, I'm like, I didn't always, but I do. And I know it's time to cut off Discord for a while. I just do it. Um, or, I just disengage from the whole internet for a little while. So, um, don't let her lashes. Hooker, shut up. You're going to get me in trouble. Just hush your face. Can we boot Hooker now? Is it time?
Blocker. Oh,
Oh my gosh, we do talk way too much, but it's different like talking to one person too. And you don't want to open an app where you're constantly getting messages that this person said this and that. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
it's just hard right now, but it'll be okay. Everything will work itself out. Um, yeah, you can only take so much, and I don't want to my channel to become like some fight with people that I was friends. I'm not going to. I'm not. I have nothing else to say. I'm not going to watch it. And I think that most people that know me, when I say I'm done and I'm not going to watch it, I'm not. I'm not going to watch it. Um, I'm not going to pull up anybody's lives and respond. I don't care. Like I'm not. So um, yeah, we've been to Beavers. We can jump everywhere. Um, so hey, Shell, how are you doing? Um,
I wish people would start
hey,
talking
Long Island
about
girl.
some other shit besides all
Yeah.
this
Well,
shit
I am going to
and
talk
have
about other shit.
sex.
I'm done. I'm not. I'm not. There's nothing like. There's nothing else. You can. The only reason I'm talking about the doxing thing is because well since I've been at the DC, it's always been the attitude of like if they're a doxer, you don't pay like you don't feed into the doxing, right? Like I'm going to use the Brian example again, just because I'm trying to only focus on me with this. I didn't like go and make posts about it or go live about it because I knew that would draw attention to it. You know what I'm saying? Like it just would. It would draw attention to it. And I've always thought we didn't do that. But I mean, everybody can handle things how they so can I.
Right. Yeah, like not everybody's going to. But
Right.
and maybe people
Yeah,
do
Nicole.
like clearly people disagree on like what would be the best way to handle a situation like that. But I just ugh, I don't know. I just never personally like go out of my way to engage with somebody that I know acts like that.
Yeah. Yeah,
I just don't want.
exactly. Yeah, ice the doctors out, Jana. Yeah, exactly. That's what I always thought. Yeah, I heard some of it, Jenny. Uh, but yeah, I mean, I think that everybody, can handle things. If you want to call attention to it, you want to till you're blue in the face. Like I said, I'm not knocking you for responding however you want to, but I'm going to respond how I see fit too. And I don't know. I've always said if it comes to my family or YouTube, it's my family. Like there's no question ever for me, right? And in my mind, it's like if you're gonna post her, right, you're going to get doxxed, that's going to interfere with your family. Like that could have real life consequences. Not saying
Yeah,
it always will, but for me,
calling and
I've
getting
drawn that
people
line.
fired. Shit,
Yeah,
like
right.
people need their jobs. Ugh.
Welcome, Nicole. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Yes, you have to work here. Um,
Yeah,
I'm a
and it
drama first
sucks
merge.
that you
People wanted Brian I
have
suffered
to
doxes.
talk about that, but unfortunately, this is the like the road that we went down to get to where we're at now. And
Yeah. So, okay. Sarah Penn says this whole situation and conversation reminds me of when crime and drama community first merged and people wanted Brian iced out for doxing. Some of
yes,
the same people who want Amber out defended Brian. That's a fair point. I mean, I used to defend Brian too stupidly. I've only said sorry for like
I
500
have
times.
to.
I did because I saw it as like way different than I see it now. And I was still relatively new and I was stupid for ever defending that shit, right? That he did. But he
But
did.
that wouldn't
History
work
can't be
either.
rewritten.
That
Hmm.
wouldn't. I don't. I just don't know how you really. If somebody doesn't want to be canceled, the only way somebody can be canceled is if they cancel themselves. Like they could be
Yes.
super fucking hated. Unless you get their channel deleted, they could be super fucking hated, but you can't make somebody not go live.
Okay, so Doll Factor, yes, I trust you too. We do go back forever and ever and ever. Jeez, oh Pete, that's a long time. Um, okay, so I'm reading everybody's. It makes zero. That made zero sense. What made zero sense? Social fade. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just catching up on chat. If I'm like single in your comments, I'm not. I'm trying to read everybody's. Oh, that one to play victim. 400 people in the therapy inbox. Okay. Hi, Callie. Good to see you, and it's good to see social fade dedicated to ghosting in order to ice people out. I don't see that happening. Right. And look, like I said, if she wants to cover Amber every day and Amber wants to dox her and she wants to go live about the doxing and so does everybody else, I can, I'm nobody to tell them not to do that. But
Yeah,
I have, if you go back and watch any old live stream when this all first started, Truth even did a live stream about, and she basically called me a pussy because I wouldn't call it out, wouldn't call Amber out or whatever. Um, I have said this from jump. I didn't announce that I was getting separated or anything extra was going on. I just have extra things going on in my life. I cannot focus as much on YouTube. Even if I didn't have all those things going on, though, I would never, ever, ever keep drawing. I wouldn't. I've said that, right? So that's
it's
how I
just
feel
not
about it.
worth it. If there was a result, if there was truly some result at the end of it, okay, then maybe we would have something to talk about. But like, even if every creator got on board, then what?
Yeah, right. Right. Okay, so mom jeans. And I like I said, you're okay. So the only way you're going to combat, in my opinion, go back at a doxer the same way as if you're willing to dox. I'm just not willing to do that personally. I am not willing to do that. I'm not willing to dox. I'm not willing to go to those lengths. So I'm never going to beat quote unquote beat a doxer.
Right.
Okay. Um, like whenever Brian did that to me, I really thought about getting ugly and doing some stuff. And I was like, no, I'm not. That I'm not breaking my character for that, right? I'm just gonna disengage. And my friends all told me you shouldn't engage with him. He's going to do the same shit to you that he's been doing. They were right. They were correct. I was like, you know what? Yeah, that's not worth it. That's always been my line. I'm gonna keep it my line. And I moved about it. That's always been the way I've dealt with these things. When Laura doxed me, I still haven't ever shown the full video. I don't think because it has my name in it. Um, Eh, I don't know what the answer is, but everybody has to handle things how they see fit. How I see it is I think it's totally fucked up. Doxing's never okay. Um, and if you continue to go back and forth, I'm not watching it. I don't want to see anybody get doxxed. I don't want to see anybody keep going back and forth to that length. I don't.
No, the best way would be if, like, people could truly just stop watching, and we not intermingle the actual drama community in those channels that we don't want to intermingle with. That would be
Right.
the best, quickest
Right.
way, I think. But
Right. Right. But I didn't say
people want to
I'm
watch.
oh wait, I think somebody else said that. Okay, sorry. Hey Dari D, how you doing? And hey
Hey,
Clancy.
Dari.
You better support me, Hooker. Hey, outside the box. Uh, well, it is very exhausting. Um, Deanna, I think is how you say your name. It is exhausting to even come on here sometimes because it's just like right now, it's just exhausting. That's why I'm saying right now, I do not want to be sent anything. I don't care if 50 people go live to respond to this, call me every name in the book. I'm not watching it. I'm not responding. I'm drained from the whole situation. I don't want to talk about it in private. I don't want to talk about it in public. Um, hey, stoner girl. So that's how I feel about it. Like, it's not. No, I just facts. I'm saying if they want to go at it back and forth, that's totally fine. Do your thing. But I'm not going to engage in any of this talk anymore. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I can see what you're saying, but it's more like this, just facts. It's not saying that if you wear, hold on, let me read yours again. Oops, sorry. It's like saying don't wear a short skirt if you don't want unwelcome touches. It's not just like saying that. It's like saying that if you go out at night by yourself and you're a female and you wear a short skirt, fucking be careful, because you know that that's a higher risk something could happen to you. It's kind of more like that than saying, well, if you do and something happens, it's your fault.
Yeah,
But
it's not
you
it's
you
not
women, I mean, women, in that case, like women, is what you're talking about. Women have agency to know, hey, this is a smart idea or this isn't a smart idea. This might not be good for me or this would be good for me. It doesn't mean it's your fault if it happens. There's
right.
a
It's just
difference.
right. And I'm not blaming anybody. I don't want to see anybody get doxxed. I didn't see it, and I'm kind of glad that it was already down. I don't want to watch that.
Yeah, I
I
don't.
don't want to see anybody get doxxed. I don't ever agree with doxing. Uh, I just don't. And
Nope.
if anybody else feels like they could handle this better and they would get up there and shout it out from their panels when their information is more readily available, then go fire a live up. I'm just not going. I'm not in a position to do that. I'm not going to do that. And I'm sorry if that upsets people. Okay, so Lab, I don't know who you're talking about as far as this goes. A comment, but I don't know who you're talking about, so I want to preface it with that. She says some people complain about being doxxed while they have a known doxer in their chat with a wrench, so they can't complain that it's not being taken seriously when there's that too. That's a good comment. I don't even know who you're talking about in general, though. Yeah, coming under your real accounts, or you're going to get blocked. I've already said that. Um, because while I normally run an open chat, I'm not just going to continue to let people just come in and fuck with me under alts. Like, you want to say something? No, come in under your own name. And even that's questionable. I don't have a um I don't do that to anybody else's chat, you know.
So,
I
are
could
you? I just want to ask the chat, because this was my question before, because I'm genuinely asking if you knew for sure that, or there was a high chance that if you were going to do something, right, that it was going to result in either your family, your kids, your something in your personal family being fucked with because of online shit, or you're obligated to do that knowing that that could be the result, or should it take priority that you don't want to put your family in that position? I,
right.
I don't understand. Like, our options are we could say nothing and then it would just look like we were saying nothing at all, or I, I genuinely don't know. Like, if you anybody can make a channel and do it, if especially if your docs has already been put out. So that means that that
Right.
information is already available.
Hmm.
It's
Right.
I I think it's a lot easier to say you would do it until you're in the position to do it. Is what I
Yeah,
think.
and look, I don't, I don't know. Yeah, I always look job to protect my kids. My job. I'm their mom. That's always come first to me. I don't share a lot about my
Yeah.
kids on here. I will always protect them first. That is my job in life above anything else, is to protect my kids, right? I always put
What,
my
to
kids
call
first.
some idiot out on the internet? Like, it's not fucking worth it. It's not, you
Mm-mm.
guys. At the end of the day, it's not. Whether you think it is or not, it's not. Oh, I
Yeah,
get a break.
yeah, yeah. It's not worth it. I mean, everybody can think that they or everybody can handle it how they want to handle it. This
Yes.
is how we're choosing to handle it. Um, where you're coming from, creator. What's it? Yeah, I mean, listen. I even disengaged with Laura when she started making threats for a long time. I did. I just disengaged because for me, it's just always been my family's first. And if you, I'm going to find the live that I did about this month, what, 2 months ago, we did a live about this.
I feel
And
like
I
we've,
said the exact same thing.
since day one of this stupid, like, doxing, open doxing in public, since it's been so prevalent,
Oh my
we've been
God.
saying the same
Okay.
shit over and
Yes.
over.
Right. Callie, I agree with you on there. Carla Ray, God. Yep. I mean, Evelyn, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying that if you want to call it out, go live and call it out. I have other things that would take priority. I didn't even call my own doxer out. Okay. Like, I didn't even get up here and call my own doxer out. And he didn't just dox me. He put fucking Google Earth maps and shit up of family members' houses and shit. I didn't even call that out till months and months later. I didn't draw attention to it. I don't even think I commented under it. Um, like,
It's not appropriate to dox. Like, that hasn't been said once up here. The exact opposite of that has been said. It is fucked up, wrong,
yeah,
dangerous,
yeah.
cowardly to
Um,
dox, especially if
Evelyn,
somebody's not doxing you and they're just talking about you. It's
yeah.
bullshit.
Doxers, yeah, and a lot of people, we don't do with doxers around here, Doll Factory. You know that, hun. We just don't. Um, wait, okay. It's so scary what's happening recently, though. I've never. Oh, sorry. Damn it, I missed your comment. Let me look. No, I haven't. No, no. Uh, okay. It's scary how much is happening recently, though. I've never had a reason to, and have never been doxxed. It's like huge. No, around here, people. Yeah, nobody's cool with that. People are just saying like that they're okay. Nobody's cool with doxing at all. Um, I've had a complaint against my professional license, and that's totally fucking bullshit, Evelyn. That should never, you should never come to the internet. Nothing you say on the internet should make that okay. So I do not agree with that, and I'm sorry that happened to you. Yeah, what would you, that's a good thing. What would you tell your child if they were in that position? Best to take your own advice.
And
Audrey,
those chats that we're talking about, Evelyn, I've watched them putting in people's info to report them to boards before.
right. And Jenny has her own community over there. She's said it, which Audrey, I know you probably don't even watch, but Jenny has her own community. Like her, Savage, all of them, they're on the ship, right? They've made that more than clear. So she's gonna do things differently. But I know you weren't here earlier, so I'm just gonna re-say this. But I think it was Savage and them, maybe it was Pirate. I don't remember. One of them said, go to the beef sector and tell them to quit doxing, see how that works out for you, right? It wouldn't. They would be like, fuck you, blah, 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 whatever your name is.
Every
They,
community besides DC that I frequent or have seen doxes openly,
yeah,
especially now. In the
right.
last, since COVID, all pretty much every single one does. Like, that's why whenever we first started talking about this, the not doxing thing is put you in the minority. It just does.
Hmm.
Even in this area, but just like in the communities in general, way more people dox than don't. I'm completely convinced of that. Unfortunately,
I think. Oh, sorry.
no, go
Sorry. I think
go
what
go.
I think what social was saying was they were saying like think about what you would give somebody else advice to do is what social fade was trying to say. I'm not playing semantics. I am not playing semantics. Jenny is not in this community. I mean, what do you want me to do about Jenny's channel? She's in here. She said she's going to do what she wants to do on her own channel. I'm not Jenny. Jenny's channel is not run by Stephanie or I. Jenny just said, I'm going to do what I want to do. That's her prerogative, that's her right. If she wants to be friends with Amber or whoever else, that's on Jenny,
She's
that's
always
her.
had tons and tons of people in her channel that I have no idea who the hell they even are or where they
Yeah,
came
that's what I
from.
always liked about it because that's different people. Um, yeah, I don't think that that's okay, Evelyn, at all. I don't think anybody getting doxxed is okay. That's not what I've been saying at all. But I'm not gonna put myself in a position to be doxxed. Or any of that. And that call me a pussy, whatever you want to do. I really don't care. Like I've always had this stance and I'm not changing. So
Yeah, and they don't come to this chat. That's what I don't understand. Is like, why do we have to
yeah.
even uh, like talk about it? Like we even have any association whatsoever?
Mhm.
We do not.
No, yeah. Well, she's got friends here, but her channel has always been separate from the DC. She's always been considered boy. Uh, Jenny's my friend,
I've got
and I'm not gonna be like, hey, you're not my friend anymore because you have a friend that other people don't like. That's just not realistic. Like, I think everybody should go where they want to go. I think that the chat policing is really, really getting bad lately. Like some of my comments getting screenshotted and sent around totally out of context. That's happened a lot lately. Um, it makes people not even. I can understand now more than ever why people are like, I don't even want to chat because it's like why? So it can get twisted.
mm,
Like, uh,
oh
you
god,
know.
you just freaked me out. Oh my god. Yeah. No.
Yeah. So
Oh
yeah, and all of it can be put out. So yeah, today's Saturday.
my.
And you can't get we've
You
learned
need
that, Carla, over time. Like how many times have we learned this lesson that um so you can try, coach, I'm just gonna use you. Coach can try and try and try to do live after live after live about me, expose everything I've ever done in my past, add some shit to it, make me look like the world's worst. She's not gonna get rid of me. Like it's unless I want to leave. But please don't, Jenny's already answered the question. I don't want Jenny to feel uncomfortable in my chat. She's already answered the question that she's going to do what she wants to do in her chat. It's not my chat. Can't control it. Don't want to control it. She's already answered the question. That's all. Like,
Yeah, and if you don't like that and you consider yourself DC and you don't want to support it, I'm not saying don't support Jenny Chat, but it's easy. Just you don't have to. You don't have
oh,
to watch your channel or go.
Nat Chloe, you thought we were friends until the other night. Do you want to take a link, Nat Chloe? I don't even want to argue with you from channel
What?
because that's rude. You thought
Oh
we were
my
friends
god.
until the other night. Okay, well, do you
Nat
want to come
Club,
up
you
here and
broke
talk?
my heart. Like
Now,
for
Chloe,
real.
you literally put out my private shit without any context, and now some fucking clip channel has my shit up there.
Take a
Do you
link.
want to come up here and talk about it? Because I think there's some wires getting crossed somewhere. Don't block him yet. I don't know if y'all did. Just unblock him if you did.
What
Because
the
I want
fuck?
to hear how do you consider a friend somebody that puts out your private shit? Yeah, you're entitled to your feelings in that, Chloe, but I had your back from jump. I never wanted to know about your stuff with Steph, never asked you about it, not even privately. And I always took you at face value. You thought I was your friend? You thought I was your friend. Do you regularly go around putting your friends' Discord shit out without
You
any
believe
context?
like you, Natclo, you unironically made this shit 10 times worse at a really bad time for no reason whatsoever. Why? Like, and after me and you had just talked, I thought we were good.
Yeah, I thought, you know, I don't know.
Wow.
There are no communities anywhere I took to.
Is that really him?
Yes, please. I think so. There's no coming back. There's no community. Hey, that's a good point, Tilly. I've been saying that for a while. It doesn't feel like it feels like there's like
Yeah.
5 communities, but no real. I don't know how to explain it. Um, but unless you're gonna come up here, Nat Clo, then you're not gonna be allowed to talk in my chat because I don't have the right to tap in your guys' chats for one, but for two, the nerve of you to say you thought I was your friend until the other day. You put my shit out. When did you ever reach out to try to have a conversation, Nat Clo? No, you talked to Stephanie. She thought things were cool. I thought things were cool. You quietly left my Discord, had a screenshot that had fuck all to do with that from my second Discord that you screenshotted and my first screenshot. You put them together, put them in some fucking stupid ass fucking hit piece video called With Friends Like This. So where's that fucking impression about friends? Come on now, Nat Clo. Let's get fucking real.
No, you totally betrayed anything. Like, and what I didn't understand is like, if that's how you felt, why didn't you just talk to us before? Why didn't you say something instead of just going and making a video, putting shit public that was never supposed to be made public and making shit 10 times worse?
Right. Why didn't you just like come to our DMs? You know, I
You
really
don't
don't
even know the
appreciate.
context to those screenshots, Natclo. You don't even know the context of those screenshots. You know what you've been told, but there's two sides to every story. Everybody has a part in all of this. And
I
you,
definitely have mine, you know.
yeah. Mm.
I have my part in it. I didn't handle things perfectly. I'm perfectly okay to say that. I was going through a terrible time in my fucking life. That I didn't feel like I could even talk to my friends about at the time. And I kind of shut down. I can admit that I didn't handle things perfectly, but neither the fuck did everybody else. Hey, Unc. Um, so I don't know exactly, Shauna. You could have reached out in that clue and said, "Hey, I really don't know what all happened leading up to this, but I don't like that you did this and said this and blah blah blah."
Like, we talked a lot the night before this all happened. Like,
Thank you,
it was
Truth Seeker Nez.
very
Mm.
out of left field to me when that happened. And then Wendy V takes
Yeah,
that same video, you give her fucking
Shauna.
content when she shits all over you. You know somebody like that's gonna take it and run with it.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
It's just so stupid right now. Like it's like you thought we were friends, but that video clearly said we weren't.
Wait,
You
thought you
know,
were friends until what? So what did you do to break up the friendship? Because clearly you're the one that broke the friendship up, not him putting out
because
that public video.
yeah, I guess because I said something to him the other night. You're good, Coach. So my for the most part, I try to have a pretty open chat, except for shit like that pisses me off. Like telling me I thought we were friends, Nat Chloe. You know that's some bullshit. Now that clip channel has that stupid ass video that you put up, and it's just so stupid. Um, no, it's no, Evelyn, it's fine. I know that this is like a touchy subject. It's a
No,
hard
yes.
subject.
Especially you've been through it. Especially.
Yeah, really. Like, and it sucks being going through it. I don't ever agree with anybody getting doxxed. I don't know how much more clear I can be about that. It's never okay. It's not all right. Um, well, right now I'm fighting with Nat Clo, but he's not a girl. Curious. I'm not going to. I'm only responding to the about the doxing stuff because
I was about to
I've just
say,
said like I'm not going to fight with them. I'm not going to pull their lives up. I'm not even going to watch their lives. I don't give a fuck about their about what they say about me. I'm not doing the back and forth thing. But the doxing thing did have to be addressed. It just did. I know, right? Oh God. Shoo, I'm what a mess.
you're not, you just admitted you're not perfect. I'm gonna have to
I know you're gonna have to
be
disengage. I
there.
know. Just lose my number. I'm done. Lose my
I
number.
knew it.
I literally I have always said the same thing about doxers, so that's why I didn't call, I've always said, just I advise people not to fucking fuck with a lot of people that dox, so like it's just
Yeah,
that's my way to deal with it. Doesn't mean it's everybody's way, don't mean it's right. It means it's how I deal with it.
that's not what
Um
Laura 2.0 would say.
mm-mm. No, Laura 2.0. I almost changed my name to Laura 2.0, but I couldn't even write it. I'm like, ew, God.
That's
Yes,
hilarious.
it is. It's so dangerous. Like the doxing can literally get somebody killed. It fucking can. It,
Well,
thank
they're
you,
going
Irish gal.
the way that they operate. I wouldn't doubt something like that didn't happen eventually. Just saying, it's
I don't see him
crazy.
anymore, but yeah, if he's not going to take a link, just block him, Jana. Yep, go ahead. So, I don't know. That's all I don't want to. I'm not going to address this anymore after tonight. Sorry if people don't like my response. Maybe get on and do it the way you want to do it if you don't like the way that we're doing it. So, Hooker said, "Yep." Oh, God. Don. Yeah, I guess I'm Laura. Nah, 2.0. I'm like, oh, okay. I know, right? Cassandra, like anybody that's here would not if I was anything like Laura. That's just something that people say because they want to hurt my feelings. But really, I found so much humor in that over everything. I was like,
Yeah, there's no way somebody believes that. That's just silly. That's
yeah,
just
I
somebody
know.
being super emotional. There's
I
no way. Like if you're Laura 2.0, what does Laura do to her people whenever they leave? She fucking doxes them, outs all their private information, like goes on and on and on and on and on about them. Like, come on. The comparison is insane.
it really is. It's too much. Yeah, there's nothing. Thank you again, Truth Seeker knows. Yes, Jenny is a mob boss. Okay, she is. She controls everybody. She's a mob boss. It was established last night. Um, Jenny World Order. I thought that was funny. Hi, Nadiati. Good to see you.
Hey, Naughty Yachty.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
I don't
we need a
know.
new mob boss, don't we?
We do need a new mob boss. I don't know, Monique. That's a
Oh,
question from other people, not for me. So you have to ask them. Um, I
it's
don't know.
just
I have
because
no idea
people,
what. Yeah.
they don't believe that. There's no way. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. I
No
don't
way.
think so either. Hey, Ginger
No
Locks.
way.
And if they do, that's on them. Like,
No.
I can't even try to argue the point. Okay, listen. If you think I'm Laura 2.0, you can go ahead and unsubscribe and just don't watch because they're even if you don't like me, like you can't. There's no comparison. We're so different.
And
Even
to
her
go to
good
Wendy
qualities.
V's chat of all people, like somebody that you hate, you can't stand. I don't mean you, Manda. I mean
I
whoever
know.
saying these things. Come on.
Exactly.
Like,
Um,
what are we doing?
what creator would you be like for a day? AK 2.0. No, Irish guy. Yuck. Hey, Tally girl. Thank you. Yes, that's all I want to. That's all. Like, it just, that's all. That's all what I've ever said. I stand by that. I will never change that about myself. I always will put my family first. If 50 people want to fire up, call me a pussy. I don't give a fuck. I can't care. I know what I am and I know who I am. And anybody who has ever spoken to me knows what I stand for. I don't need to keep getting up here and reiterating it because if you, I don't mean to sound stupid, but like if you don't know me by now, you might never know me because um
Wait,
I want to change my personal stance in the fuckery.
you could be Laura 2.0 today, and then I mean, you could be you today and Laura 2.0 tomorrow. I don't
I
know.
mean,
Only time will
oh
tell.
no. Yeah, she's all the things, all the things, Tess. Fuck, I had a lot of experience, I guess. Yes, we miss seeing you in chat, Shauna, but I totally fucking get it.
Yeah, I can't imagine what somebody.
Hey, wait, I'm Laura 2.0. I'm gonna be a single mom. Hey, we do have something in common. Look at me and Laura.
God,
Tess.
see,
Oh,
you
I'm
are
sorry.
turning into Laura 2.
I'm turning into Laura.
Know
Next, I
it.
won't be wearing pants on me. I'll be wearing a onesie.
Gonna
Yeah,
start
so
cakes and shit.
yeah, I'm gonna start showing you guys my cakes just because I wanted some sympathy. And when you guys don't give it to
And
me,
candles. that look like they're
Yes.
exploding.
Okay, so Leave It to Beaver got called out by Laura, speaking of, and I want to show
Uh
it.
oh. Dun, dun, dun.
I love Bieber. You leave her alone. All right.
Hooker's getting
So
upset. Said, what the fuck am I, chopped liver?
of course not, babe. Of course not. Hey, Bookie Worm. Okay, so she says, Leave It to Beaver. Please keep my name out of your ignorant mouth. You are not intelligent enough to have my name in your mouth. And calling me a heifer, now that's laughable. It just goes to show that you can't even use your own thoughts or words. So, this is what this idiot wrote. Leave It to Beaver. Sorry. That candle idiot got a lot of nerve coming at somebody else about the Idaho 4 heifer. You are out here and full on threatening to beat up victims. And she did. First, please go back to the 5th grade and learn some grammar. Laura, are you really telling somebody to learn some grammar? Motherfucker, are you serious? Shut the fuck up. Instead of worrying about me, worry about your run on sentence and your 3rd grade font. Okay, Laura. Or second, who that threatened them. Instead of listening to a 3-minute clip, please go educate yourself by listening to the entire context. No context threatening that, no, none of it makes it okay. I know that would be hard for a fool like yourself, but it would make you look much less ignorant if you did. Third, since you have established that you are in the drama community and you look up to fools that are as dumb as a box of rocks, talk about some 3rd grade insults, Laura. Please keep me out of your headspace. I seem to live there rent free, but there are so many other places I live rent. I live rent free that are, well, Have a good day again. Please
No,
go
we
back
don't
to the
know.
5th grade. Thanks. Jesus loves you. I thought, okay.
So
Anyways,
her saying heifer means that she don't have her own thoughts and she doesn't think for herself. But her calling everybody a fool means that she does have her own thoughts and she thinks for herself. Okay. Okay. What do we have a clip of her threatening those people? I haven't seen it yet.
Yes, I do. Correct me if I'm right. I know, right?
She's not the brightest banana.
Earnings because some creators instigated docs. I was a big supporter to Jenny and your channel, but never again. Sorry. Oh, all right, mod school dropout. Bye.
You gotta love the announcement.
Hooker, you. I have to tell you, it's so funny. You're gonna laugh, Hooker, when I tell you it's hilarious. Okay, so what channel is it? Chronicles of. Okay, hold on. I gotta remember where it's at. Chronicles of what was it? Chronicles of maybe it
Hey,
was a
mod
sad
school
video.
dropout. I just want to say one thing to mod school dropout. Hey,
Sure
mod school
thing.
dropout. Don't if if you're just a chatter for one, you don't have to change your name. Just don't fucking go around or fight with people that dox and go real life openly.
Mm-hmm.
That's the advice you need for the year. And especially if people that you are defending are going to do it, don't have to engage in it too. Anyways,
Um, God, what was it called? Chronicles of Shade. Maybe it's Chronicle. I can't ever remember. Hold on. Yeah, and it's not an airport. There's no need to come in and tell me how you always supported me, but you don't now. It's okay. I understand. People change. That's okay. I'm not mad at you.
are, are you how shocked are you to find out that there's somebody that's always supported you that doesn't support you now?
You could knock me over with a feather, especially with a name like that.
Who could have guessed?
Oh no. Like fuck. I mean, what do y'all want from me? Like to be like, oh my god, please don't go. Like, okay. I'm sorry that
And,
we aren't
and
seeing eye
here's
to
the
eye.
thing, like, as if you were a friend, us not engaging with people that dox and go real life is better for everybody around us. I'm just saying. I know that's probably going to piss people off if I say that. It is objectively fucking true.
Yeah, it is. It's, and if you want to take that risk, I'm not mad at you. I am
No,
not mad at
I'm
you.
not either.
Um,
Knock
even
yourself out. But if
I even
you're the one changing your name and hiding. You're the one doing that. Go ahead.
So I even heard that, them say something along the lines of, so should Bomb dox her because she's called her out? Why do you think I even quit calling Bomb out? I said months ago, I'm not calling anybody out that I don't fucking want to call out. When's the last time you saw me do a Bombshell live? Can you point me to the
Hey,
direction?
Carla.
Oh, hey, Carla. Okay,
I don't
so
talk about Bomb for the same reason because Bomb is a lot like that.
yeah, and I don't have to talk about her. I'd be in a chat is one thing, but when is the last time you've seen me on panel doing a panel about Bombshell? Can you even find a live from the last 6 months about Bombshell? Because she might come up in conversation, but I usually pretty quickly change the subject. Like I don't pull up videos about her, any of that. I don't know what the fuck. So
I
okay,
don't
this is
feel this way just about this person in particular. I feel more strongly about this person in particular because they were so fragrantly doing what they were doing in public, and it was so obvious what the results were going to be to engage
right.
in situations like running head on to a fucking like cannon. Like it's ridiculous. But I feel that way anybody who acts that way in public.
Yeah, and hey Hummingbird, and so there was one more thing I forgot because I just looked at my post what I remembered. The other thing that I want to talk about is that I have never told Science Girl not to be friends with somebody. It's been insinuated at least twice that I know of now that I don't want her to be friends with this one or that one. I've never told Science Girl not to be friends with somebody ever. Like if Science Girl wants to go be friends with Flora, that has no bearing on if I like Science Girl or not at all. Not even a little. Like my friendships with people don't it's not a matter of, oh, they're friends with this person, so I'm not going to be friends with them. I don't care who's friends with who. I have enough problems. I have enough trouble keeping up with my own friends. You know what I mean? Like being a good friend and checking in and stuff. I have a problem doing that myself. Why am I going to be policing everybody else's friendships right now? I'm not. Um, I actually got shit for being friends with Science Girl and not being willing to throw her away when all that doxing shit happened. So I don't know how that's being turned around, but the fuck you say, I've never. So I just want to clear that up.
I just don't think that I don't think Science Girl would do that anyways because like when there's been stuff going on in the past, she never took sides. She's not going to do that even if
If
you
it
were to tell her what to
She
do.
would laugh at me. She don't listen. If anybody could tell Science Girl what to do, there would have never been a situation in the first place because she would have never doxed whatever her name is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hell yeah.
she's not going to be told what to do. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. And Science Girl's way stronger than that. Like, I'm not going to approach Science Girl like, hey, by the way, can you not be friends with this one or that one because I'm not friends with them? Okay, well, who the fuck cares who you're not friends with, bitch? Good night, Shauna. All right, so you want to be
Night.
doxxed for speaking freely? Well, curious. That's a very different kind of name. Hey, Mo33. All right. So this is what Bieber was talking about. She wasn't lying.
Police. 8 hours past full 911 call. Exactly. Maybe they could have been saved. Maybe they didn't have to die. If I was any one of their families, I would personally beat the fuck out of Dylan. That's just me. I would beat her up.
Remember, she's a victim in this case.
Right.
She is. Everybody kind of forgets that. She is still a victim in this case.
So they have no problem with people judging Brian or any other accused killer or murder or whatever. But don't judge Dylan. No, you can't have it both ways. People are either going to judge or they're not going to judge.
Did she just say people are having no trouble judging Brian, but not Dylan? Dylan is the survivor from Brian that killed everybody. Is that what she just said? Did I hear her wrong?
Nope. You
Oh
heard
my
it right.
God. Oh, holy shit. I cannot with her. Oh
That's
my
what she
God.
said.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that for a second too in a minute, because it's been brought to my attention that she's kind of copying somebody else with her coverage of this, and I'm gonna talk about it for a second.
Judge.
Laura
You can't say, well, you can
Oh
judge
yeah,
this one.
yeah, I know, right? Laura copying. She didn't come up with that all on her own. You don't fucking say.
But you can't judge that one. You can't do that.
I don't have any other information for that. I do know Dylan is really young and she was probably really, really scared. And until we have any more information, I think everyone should stop passing judgments because you don't know what you would do in that situation.
That's amen. That is so true.
Emma, come back under your name, honey. We done talked about this.
Anyone would have called 911. As soon as someone said there's someone here, you call 911. These are not 10-year-olds. These are 20-something-year-olds. You call 911. Find out who the hell's in your house.
She lived with 4 sorority sisters and suffered an eerily similar trauma. One night in 1992, a rapist broke into their home and attacked a student. Alana heard the attack, saw evidence that there had been a break-in, and even saw bloodstains, yet she convinced herself nothing was wrong.
I felt someone in my room, and I lifted up my head, and there was no one there, but then the front door closed.
She waited 6 hours to call 911 and will never forget the horrific scene she found in her housemate's bedroom.
Her mattress was 3/4 of the way soaked with blood. The walls were covered in blood. Everything was covered in blood.
She says the murders of the 4 students in Idaho brought back nightmarish memories. She fears Dylan, the surviving roommate, is likely to be traumatized for years to come.
She's going to beat herself up for the rest of her life, so we don't need to do that for her.
Yeah,
Ow.
she came face to face with him, but he spared her life. Oh, okay. You just wanted to kill 4 others, but you decided to leave one that actually saw you. And you leave her alive to, maybe to locate you. Come on, that's bullshit. And if we think like that, the cops have to think like that too. The cops have to be saying that's bullshit.
No, they don't. The cops know how PTSD and fucking shock works, Laura. Like, I know they're not like young teenagers, but they're not like super fully grown adults. She's probably never been in a traumatic situation like this before in her life. Who knows where her cell phone even was in the moment? Like, ugh.
Yeah, she's so stupid. Like,
So
she literally
dumb.
makes no sense. She's so dumb. She makes my head hurt. Hold on. I'm telling somebody that's over. People didn't even want to hear it.
Exactly, Evelyn.
Okay, so it was a shady. That was the channel. I was right. I couldn't remember how to what it was. But so Bieber wasn't lying. Have a great night, Vinny. Bieber wasn't lying. Like she said, she doesn't need to go back to the 3rd grade or the 5th grade. She wasn't lying. Yes, Doll Factory. I know it's shocking, but a lot of her
Did
coverage
Bieber
is
make that video?
what?
Did Bieber make that video?
No. That's Chronicles of
somebody.
Shady. Yeah, they're called
Oh.
Chronicles of Shady. So
Great video.
yeah, great video. I promoted them. So Laura, you're an idiot. I have no other words for you. And you about that particular thing. I'm disgusted by that. I hadn't even watched the full video, but she is awfully close to what Melissa Jade is saying. And she always does that. Like because Melissa Jade's not really in our community, like in that side of the community. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But she'll do that where she'll mirror a lot of what somebody is saying and maybe word it just a little different. But it's been brought to my attention now. And I'm just like,
I like the way that Melissa does her coverage because she'll do things that
rattle that can. Oh, yep. I'm responsible for BTS and TNT breaking up. I am like really powerful. You guys are burning them alts up tonight, baby. Keep doing it so that we can block all of them. It's really sad that if BTS feels that way, tell her to go live. Fire live up. Do it. I don't know what to say. I didn't break anybody up, but I think that if you guys want to keep burning your alts up, that's pretty sad. I have not yet went and trolled any of your lives. So Melissa J, she's like has a lot of conspiracies and stuff, and yeah, yeah, I don't know. I don't watch her a lot, but I do like her conspiracy stuff. I haven't watched her a lot because I haven't been like following this case closely. So yeah, she's more Krama. She does like conspiracies and she does some true crime, but I haven't gotten into this case the same way because, well, I don't know. When I heard it involved triplets, it kind of just freaked me out, thinking like, oh my God, what would I do if something happened to one triplet? Like that would be terrible for the other two, right? And it just made me like step away from so
Don't they know, like they know who did it and all, right? Why is she over there?
Because she's always got to be like, Laura's always got to be controversial. If it was anybody else, I'd say, well, maybe they have doubts, not her. Yeah, no, I like the way she does true crime. I just actually somebody can promote her channel if you guys want to. Actually I can get it. But this case hits a little too closely to home, like some cases do for certain people, And when I heard triplets, I was like, oh God, I don't know. It just freaked me out. Like thinking about what would I do? Hold on, I gotta get Bill. Hold on.
I hear
come up here. Yeah.
I like the way she does conspiracy too, Dawn, because she's not like the way that she talks about things to me isn't all. I haven't watched tons of hers, but it's not so like out there. I don't know. It's hard to explain. I like the way she does it though.
Yeah, and if you don't like conspiracies, just don't watch it. But yeah, she does good true crime. I really followed her in some other cases, but this one is just a little bit like, I don't know. I was just thinking like, one of my kids like spent a lot of time away from home with another family member last summer. She's super close to another, to one of her cousins or whatever. So even for that summer, like the other two were like, freaking out the whole summer. Like, when's this one coming home? When's she coming home? When's she coming home? I don't know. I can't even fathom the thought. And it just kind of, I haven't followed this case as closely. It broke my heart. Oh my gosh. Come on, baby. Come on.
Because one of the boys was a triplet.
Yeah.
Right.
And come on, baby. Come on, this little pup. Oh my God. Yes, please share channels that are, in here, like Leave It to Bieber, whoever else has a channel,
Hey, Keith.
Hey, Keith, good to see you. Yes. No, losing a child must be terrible for anybody. That's a whole nother like part of it. Too many kid cases too close together. And I know they're not technically kids, but they're young. They were just starting life. And then the triplet part of it on top of that, it was just like, whoa, that's too much for me. But I know I have to be careful with true crime because it can really trigger, I'm sure everybody feels this way, but it can really trigger the shit out of you sometimes. So I have to be careful, like, not to get too triggered and not to, I still have to be able to take care of my stuff. Yes, Leave It to Bieber. We could do some stuff together. That'd be fun. And one of the triplets went to the scene. I believe he was caught. Oh my God. No. Oh, that is terrible. But it just broke my heart. I heard that early on and right away I was like, oh no, like that's a cue for me not to even. I've talked about it a little bit. I haven't even read everything. I pop into some chats and talk a little bit about it, but it was like, nope. Yeah, Monroe, you just got to know your own boundaries, So sad. This fascination with hold on, I can't see what you said. Let's see. What is the fascination with tragedy pimps? I don't know. I think that brings more viewers because it's shocking, It's totally shocking and people like shock. I don't know. It's weird. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, Doll Factory. Holy shit.
They do it on purpose because if you think about it, it's automatically gonna make you stand out because nobody else is gonna be saying the stupid shit that you're saying, and it's gonna get you attention, money, all of that, even if it's negative.
Boo wants out, and she cannot go back out. She can't. There's cats out there. But I think that, and also it's the way that Laura says it, because other people have said similar things, but not like that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I wish she would have called, or I wish she would have had her phone, or, different things like that.
Yes.
And that's not, but she literally has to go to this next level with it. Like, I would beat the fucking shit out of you. Like, okay, whatever.
For the way she says things,
Yeah.
especially true crime, because a lot of people try to, like you said, they try to say things kind of PC and be respectful when they're talking. She does not. Oh, she's like a China.
Yeah, Dawn. Yeah, that, and also, a lot of these
Bull in a China shop. I mean, I said
true
that back.
crime people. Oh, I do that all the time. A lot of the quote unquote true crime people, they add what they want to the story, right? And that annoys the piss out of me. There's a difference in speculating and saying, what if, allegedly, what if this happened? A lot of them will just like run with fucking shit that has not even been confirmed, isn't true. That annoys me. Have a great night, Keith.
You too, Keith.
Yeah, yes. I didn't want to say that out loud, Monroe, but I love you, girl. I'm sorry.
It always gives them something to talk about if they do all that wild speculation shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't do the whole I cannot do that, like the whole speculating too much and all that. It ain't for me. So
a lot of people watch it just for that, it seems like. I would think you want to go and like hear exactly the facts of the case and what's going on, but some people watch just for the speculation and try to figure out what could have happened and what who done it.
Yeah, who done it? What are we doing? Yeah, a lot of people do. I don't know. I don't get into that. When I watch true crime, I don't know, maybe I got too spoiled with like 2020 and Dateline and 48 Hours, but I just want the facts right there, right? I mean, I get speculating. Some people like to speculate, but when it gets like so crazy and it comes like to blaming the victims and all that shit, I cannot get down with that. I can't, like, Laura just has the stupidest shit, but she's not alone. There's so many of them like that. Did you hear about that recording that wasn't even related to the case, and they ran with it? And right. Yeah. No, well, I understand that, LaRue. I just can't do it when they take it so fucking far. Like, right. Too. I need like a whiteboard type of deal. Like, I'm one of those people that I want to see the facts. And then if we want to speculate, okay, a little bit, that's cool, but I need like the whiteboard right in front of me. This, and this is like definitely what happened, right? Like, that's just how my mind works. Yeah. So.
Well, it just seems like if you're looking, you can, first of all, you can see anybody as as guilty or somebody that could have done it. That's, you know what I mean? Is anybody a victim? No, really. I guess if they're there, then they could be a potential suspect regardless.
Yeah. So it's because, like, all right, so there's channels literally built around Chris Watts that still talk Watts every day.
That's correct,
Sarah. And it's like, what else is there to discuss? But they have already gotten the audience that will not watch anything else they cover because it's always been Watts.
It's called audience capture. I found out the name for that.
Oh, really? Yeah. We should do a live on that because that is super, but yeah, hold on. I'll show you guys.
There are tons of YouTubers that have that problem, and the only way to overcome it is you literally just have to kind of start from the ground again, and you have to change what you're talking about, and those people aren't going to watch it because they're literally only coming to you for whatever you captured them for.
Yes. I'm trying to find, hold on. Maybe we'll have to do that next time because I have to find all the videos because there's several videos about it, I guess. And that's how much I haven't kept up with stuff. But yeah, it's crazy to me. I can't, I'm too much of a squirrel to do that, for one, but for two, I feel like that's just as disrespectful to victims as bashing. Like, let them rest. It's already been put out there. All the facts are out there. Chris Watts is in prison. He's not getting out. He didn't even want his fucking appeal, right? Let it go. Now, if something new pops up, sure. All right, talk about it. Nothing new's coming, folks. It's done. But we should do a live about that. That would be interesting.
It's like a whole economy, a little small economy around the death of a woman and 2 small children, and that's
Yeah.
never
And an unborn child on
yeah,
top of
and
that.
I'm brought
Yeah.
up. Yeah, disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't. That just can't be ethical to get your money like that all the time, and then that's what like they have to fucking hear that over and over and over, and know it's never going away. Nobody's ever gonna shut the fuck up about it. Ugh,
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't.
ADHD, extreme circulation. Yes, me too. I'm like, no, that's not even a chance. That didn't happen. We never heard that. Where did you get that? My mind goes fucking crazy, Monique. Like, literally, have you ever seen those memes where it's like a whiteboard and there's all these different they like um problems that don't make sense, they don't equal anything. That's what it's like to me. And I'm like, that doesn't even make sense. How the fuck did you get there to there? Like, how did you do that? I can't do it. So but I agree, Dark Magician said, that's why you don't build your channel only around one subject. I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
You can't. Now a community, sure, if you want to do that, but just not. No. Yeah, Tiffany's another one. Summer Wells. She still does Summer Wells right now.
I feel like you're gonna hate it and get burnt out. If like, I don't care what it is, how much you love whatever you're doing, whatever. Maybe making videos, but doing live streams and about one subject forever. I don't think anybody's cut out for that.
Right.
They're gonna get tired of it.
Speculate using facts and law. Yes, right. There's reasonable speculation.
That's
like,
true.
hey, okay, so say I don't know, I'm not going to use a real case, but say like the pizza man was there 10 minutes before they were killed.
That's
And
true.
you were like, hey, I wonder what's up with the pizza guy, or did the pizza guy see anything? Like, there's reasonable speculation. But then there's speculation where you're like, wait, how the fuck did you even get that from that and that and that? That doesn't, like,
Right.
how
The
did your
neighbor
brain get that?
that was asleep 2 blocks over in his bed. I'm sure it had to be him.
Right, exactly. And you're like, wait, the neighbor didn't even hear anything. We've already established that. Yes, exactly. And even when a case is new, like if they're going live constantly, and it's about I don't know, Summer Wells, when that happened, when there was creators going live with the exact same update saying it 5 different ways, yeah, it's like, okay, we heard that update like 5 lives ago, but I mean, I don't know.
So their excuse would be, I'm sure, that they are keeping like the word out and keeping her name alive and all that. But they're lying to themselves or they're lying to their audience or both.
Right.
Because the only reason that they would be doing it every single day like that, day after day after day, and keeping it going when there's no new, is for what they get from it. They're
Right.
getting views, they're getting clicks, they're getting subscribers, and they're getting money on top of that, most of it.
Right. Well, that's actually what came to mind because before the arrests were made, okay, have a good night, Leave It to Beaver. Before the arrest was made, I could see people saying, hey, what's up with the Uber driver? Did he see anything? Did they talk to him? I could see that. Like, that's not a far stretch. But now people are literally like taking that and adding things to it and twisting it just to have something to talk about. So, yeah. Stephanie, you are 100% correct. You will burn out. Yes, you got to be really careful because you can burn out so easy on this platform. Like, there's times when I'll go live a lot and then you'll see me and I won't go live but a couple times a week, if that, because I'll be a little burnt out. I just need a break, especially when things are like they are right now. Good night, Gingerlax. But
Night, Ginger.
yes, please, like, I don't care who, like, if there's any responses to anything that we did tonight, I am not subscribed to anybody that would be responding to me. I don't want to hear about it. Respectfully, I appreciate that people send me things and everything, but I have to disengage from all of that. So I'm just like reminding everybody, please don't even send me anything. I don't care what anybody's response is. I would just really appreciate if anything. And I don't mean that like in a disrespectful way. I just mean it in a way of I have to disengage, like for my own good. So, because I do other things, and it's not this.
Yeah. And don't come here expecting that we're going to be addressing this or that, talking about this or that. Like, all of that is been done. Whatever we are going to say, have said, is been said. And we're going to
Yep.
talk about what we want to talk about.
Yeah, because thank you. Yes, Shell. And I know people, like, I've even asked people, so what happened on this? And I've been guilty of doing that. I'm not gonna do that. Just because I feel like right now it's an important point for me personally. It's either gonna get on the wheel of like the constant fighting, or you're gonna bounce from it. Like you're gonna get off of it and you're gonna go do something else. I'm not gonna get on that wheel with anybody. So, because I've done that before, and it puts you in this rut where you're just constantly addressing this and addressing that and addressing this. And I'm never going to say anything I talk to any of them people privately about. I'm never going to any of that stuff. Like, there's nothing else to say, right?
Yeah. And then
So,
I think it also doesn't incentivize people to come in and troll and say shit that might have be from private or been talked about in private and all that shit too.
yeah.
Cuts down on all that.
Shall I love you. Right. If I say you don't, oh no, I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, Chicky, how you doing?
Hey,
I know what I want to say. Hummingbird, I fucked up like 5 times earlier writing the same very easy sentence. And I wrote it. And then I was like, wait, that's not right. I went to erase it, wrote it again, and my autocorrect corrected me again. And then I got a different word wrong. I was like, fucking, what the fuck? Like, it was a whole different sentence because of a couple words. So I hate
I
that.
just seen you fucked up shit all the time. I don't even like fuck it.
I think probably
I'll
you and
correct
Hooker
the
probably get
word
the
in
most.
the next one, but
I know, but I usually read it how it's meant to be. I think that's a problem. Like, and yeah, I and I am gonna start trying to be better about Discord once I start covering other things and everything. I'm really sorry that I haven't been as active in Discord. Like I said, I just had to kind of step back from it, and I'm hoping like the toxicity of it all, because I don't want to just like not ever be in Discord. Like I used to genuinely enjoy it, right? So I know that there's something about it that I like. It's
yeah.
just right now I don't enjoy it so much. But I don't want anybody to feel like, oh, she doesn't like me because she's not answering me as much, or she's not in Discord. I'm gonna try when we start talking about other things, I will try to be in there more. And I'm
Yeah.
sorry if anybody feels like set to the side. That's never been my intention. So
I'm gonna
I
do
wanna
the same. I'm hoping that it will, it'll help with that too. Because I haven't even been opening the app at all.
yeah, me neither. I think I've erased the app more than I've had it like open. But I do try to check DMs sometimes, sometimes. Hold on, I'll make a note because otherwise I will forget, Tally girl. Hold on a second. Let me make myself a note. Well, I'm going to text you this, Stephanie, so that
Okay,
we
yeah.
don't forget. Because I'm definitely there. And I still want to talk about family vloggers, which was my plan tonight. But hold on one second. Sorry, I'm trying to write this down. Give me 1 second, guys. I just, this came up and it was kind of had to be addressed.
Hey, Sally.
Hey, Sally, how you doing?
I
Good
totally.
to see you. It's way too dangerous. Yes, right, Sally. That's been my whole point. Yes, absolutely. So, I think that's about all tonight because I don't want to like mix up the
But
family
hopefully,
vlogger stuff.
here in the future, once we start covering other stuff and we're not engaging in all this extra shit, then people that feel that way maybe can have a place to come that they don't have to worry about that as much.
Yes, prayers for Just Angel. Yes, absolutely. 100%. And I don't know what day will be live because it's like really sometimes I don't even know I'm gonna go live. So like I'll be like, hey, do you want to go live in like the afternoon? That's how it's been lately. It's not been like as frequent, but I'm trying to get back onto a schedule. I'm gonna work on I always stick to my Saturdays. Like usually we will be live Saturday unless like we announce it. Hold on, let me get the puppy. Hold on.
Hopefully we will be able to during the week now too.
Yes, it's just been so much.
Yeah.
This puppy wants the cat so
Well,
bad,
we
but then
break and then it's just been
yeah. So I want to, but I don't want to cover the family vloggers like with all this. So we are maybe gonna. I have like a bunch of stuff bookmarked already, but it would just feel like wrong just to go right into that,
Yeah,
Um,
you just
yeah.
plan on doing that like
Oh
early
shit! Hold
weeks.
on. Pull back up. Angel, Angel, I love you. Is Angel in here? Or we just sitting in prayers for her.
They're just
Either's
sitting
good.
there for
Good.
her.
Yes. Prayers for Angel. I love Angel. If you could say a prayer, if you say prayers, I know how hard what she's going through is. I don't wish that on anybody. And Angel is an
That is-
amazing person. I love her. Oh my gosh. Come on, Pup. Come on. You're not getting the kitty cat. Come on. Come on. That cat don't want you. Gosh. So I don't really have anything else to say about any of this.
You're gonna
Is
try
there
to
anything else?
plan like early week ish. We can do the other live. Start the
Mhm.
vloggers.
Yes, we got the family vloggers, and I'm going to look at this case. I haven't looked at it, but I will, and I'll send Stephanie whatever I find. And there's this kid. He's going for his third trial for killing his family, right? Hold on, let me get his
Oh,
name.
have you heard any updates about that 6-year-old? I forgot to
No,
look in.
no, I
Look.
haven't yet. Not yet. Okay, so AJ Armstrong is his name, and he's for his third trial. It's been a hung jury both other times. His dad was like from the NFL or whatever, and
Oh my
he
God.
is going on his third trial, like coming up. So I thought
How
maybe we could
old is
watch
he?
that. He was 16 when it happened, I do believe, but he's an adult with
Oh,
a baby now. It was like a couple years ago. It's 2016, I think. And there's so much stuff on it that I've watched already. But he's like got a whole baby and everything now. Same girlfriend. Both sets of grandparents are sticking by him. His brother's like mentally ill, but I still think that kid did it. Like there's a lot to it. So, yeah, she watches. She says she's always sees you guys sending her love, and she'll shoot me a text sometimes. I don't want to bother her because I know, like, when my mother passed, I just didn't want to tell one more person that I was okay, because I wasn't okay.
yes.
It's hard
Yeah.
to say I'm okay when you're not. It's hard to be like, I'm okay because you're not okay. And you just don't want to keep repeating that you're okay. But Angel knows
Yeah.
how to reach me, Yeah. Let me see if I can find a video on this real quick.
I
for you
agree,
guys.
Sarah. I want to know more about that too.
Hold
Maybe we
on.
can cover that.
Hold on. I'm getting it right now. There was just a split jury like a couple months ago.
Oh
Now
my
they're going to be
God.
doing
I
another
can
one.
imagine being him. Like,
Yeah.
now.
I'm trying.
Oh, I
Let
know
me
you have
see.
to do it again.
Let me see if I can just find like a facts of the case video.
Do you have an opinion on?
I think he did it. I mean, I hate to say that, but I because like there was a security, like the police, he had to disarm the security system, right? To let the police in, and it was never disturbed before that. And I don't know. Hold on. I don't want to give. I'm gonna try to find the facts of the case thing. Hold on. Okay, so let's see. Trying to find a quick video. Maybe I don't know because there's so much about it, but maybe we could just watch this one real quick. Maybe it'll give something. Like we could watch it real quick.
Interested.
Yeah. Hey, Tonic.
I don't see Tonic.
Oh, I don't know. They said Tonic sales, so all right. I'll show you guys what this was about, and then I'll share it with you guys. You guys can go watch it if you want to. I thought they said Tonic. Maybe I'm wrong. They did. They said Tonic and sales. I was like, oh, okay. Hi, Tonic.
Antonio and Dawn Armstrong were the kind of couple other couples envied. They had it all: a tight-knit family, 3 accomplished children, leaders in their church, savvy entrepreneurs, owners of a small chain of gyms.
Last week we talked about success, and I want to pick up right there.
Antonio, a motivational speaker,
Just when there was
respected since his days on the football field, playing for the Miami Dolphins in the 90s. Before that, for Texas A&M. Dawn, a dedicated mother, proud of her 18-year strong marriage. They worked hard, and it.
The sound is low. I can't turn it up anymore. Okay, let me see if it gets any better. But if it doesn't, I can't. I'll just share the video with you guys. Oh, hold on. They're saying you can't hear. Hold
Do you have
on. I'll
headphones?
find. I do have headphones on, but if I take them off, it's gonna echo. So hold on. I'll find a different one. There's like a million videos about it. Hold on. What's this? Let's see.
That's like the picture perfect family. Wow.
Yes, they were like the picture perfect family. And that clothes just creepy. He just needs to be ignored, especially when he comes to you in chat crying. Yeah, you're right. I I
Hi,
should have ignored him, Tonic. That's good advice. Saying he thought it was his fucking friend. Is he kidding me? You're right. All right, let's try this one. If not, I'll just share the video with you guys because I can't turn it up anymore. I don't know. Maybe that video was just low.
Today in a high-profile A.J. Armstrong
Is this
capital
better?
murder case. The defense says prosecutors
I
now
can hear it, but
losing key pieces of
I could hear
evidence.
the
So the
last one.
big question now is, what does this all mean for Armstrong's upcoming trial? ABC 13 reporter Nick Notario joins us now live in studio with what the Harris County DA's office told him just minutes ago. Nick?
Well, they say prosecutors didn't lose the evidence. And in fact, they insist that it wasn't their fault that it went missing. It was in a locked judge's chamber. They won't say how or if this will impact their case against Armstrong. However, a legal expert says this is a huge deal and could impact the trial.
I think
For
they
the
can hear
second
it.
time, A.J. Armstrong will face a jury for the death of his parents. Before he does, the defense team may have gotten a big boost. During the first trial in April, an evidence bag went missing. The defense learned Armstrong's phone was inside. What they didn't know until late last week was there was also DNA swabs and shell casings that went missing.
Were they going to go forward with trial and not tell us that there was 22 pieces of evidence missing? Because we were set to pick a jury today.
Prosecutors say the mistake isn't on them.
Unfortunately, what happened was evidence went back into the judge's chambers. Judge's chambers were locked. Someone who had a key, presumably either the cleaning staff or maintenance, was in there. The stuff was in a bag, may have mistaken it for trash and thrown it out.
The issue, prosecutors say, is Hurricane Harvey damaged buildings and the trial kept getting moved. Although it was mistaken as trash, prosecutors say it shouldn't have been.
It was with the other evidence, so it was presumed to be safe. And it was being carried in a bag back and forth. Sometimes it's a bag and a box.
Legal experts tell ABC 13 this is a big deal because a judge could dismiss other evidence tied to what was in the bag. Also, the jury could learn a bag with 22 pieces of evidence is missing.
Because of this, could A.J. Armstrong walk free?
We're not going to speculate on what is going to happen in the upcoming trial.
Jury selection for Armstrong's trial was supposed to start today. It's rescheduled for the end of March. The defense team is considering filing motions based on the missing evidence. Legal experts say that shouldn't cause more delays because the trial is more than 60 days away, which gives plenty of time for attorneys on both sides. Now, we asked prosecutors if they plan to continue using bags to hold evidence during the second trial. They told us they don't know. Nick Notario, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
Okay, so I think that's part of why the second jury was hung, but I don't know for sure. I just started following it by mistake, but he has a third trial coming up, and I just don't see how it could have been anybody else. But I'll share some links with you guys.
That's so strange that much evidence just got picked up seriously and thrown away.
Thrown the fuck away. Like, hey, no big deal. That's just 20-something pieces of evidence. The fuck out of here.
It's like they paid somebody to do it.
Wow, Hummingbird. I would be pissed if somebody lost all that in my family shit. Like, I would be pissed. I know you were, girl. I know you were. But yeah, I will share some links with you guys. Like, I'll make a community post. I think the new trial they said is going to be coming up in the next couple months, but he was 16 when it happened. But now he's like,
still looks like a baby.
Yeah, he still looks so young. And I want to find the one with his girlfriend. She looks like a psychopath. Hold on. Let me go in my history before we go. She looks like a psycho, and so does he. Like, they're both just so cold. But that could be related to their age too, because, and he's gotten off twice. He could be getting a little cocky. You know what I'm saying? Like, or just over it. Like, he's on house arrest. I'm looking for it.
Could imagine now. Oh, after all that, what is he facing? Like a life?
I'm guessing life. I don't know what they're gonna go for this time. I have to look. Like I said, I just started following, but I would guess life. I don't know about not death because he was a minor. I'm guessing. Let's see. I think that's the one we just watched, actually. Okay, I'm just gonna have to make a community tab because I literally have like 50 videos. But hey, 50 Shades.
I'm
Yeah,
mind
but
blown at the evidence disappearing. Like, what the fuck? That is so strange.
yeah,
That is.
not from the hurricane, but from the janitors or whatever. Just like, oh, well, that says evidence on it real big, but just throw that away. 22 pieces of fucking evidence. But
That doesn't
basically,
seem like a
uh,
coincidence.
he was getting in trouble a lot. He was like a really, he was a rich kid, got everything he wanted his whole life. He started getting in trouble, partying all the time. His parents were telling him they were disappointed in him all the time because they have the copy of the text messages. And anyways, one night it was just him and his sister. His sister was 12 at the time, I think, but him and his sister and the parents in the house. The alarm never got, like, nobody entered or left that house. The family ends up murdered, and really, there's no other way around it. They've somehow gotten him off twice, like
Oh,
with
he murdered the parents?
Yeah, the parents.
Oh
Yes.
my God, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, we can talk about it, Coach. I have enough to talk about it. Like, we can talk about it soon. I can just send Stephanie, because I actually, what happened was I've been listening to podcasts all the time, so I was like, all right, let's just listen to some 2020 podcasts, and you know how it'll just like kick you to the next one. I was listening to something else, and it just kicked me to the next one, and I was like, oh, this is interesting, and it's called like We Are Watching something. But like, a big problem too is that, like, right after the parents died, they got accused of being in some escort rings and prostitution rings, and their gym got broken into, so that shines some light. But like, the facts are the facts. They even had the sensors in the house, so when people would move around, the sensors would go off, and the only sensors that moved were from the kids' floor to the parents' floor. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, because there's really no way to, even if your alarm isn't armed, if it's disarmed, it still says if the door's open, close. It says all the activity.
yeah, so that's what it was. But somehow or another they're shining doubt on it.
So if somebody would have unlocked the door or even opened it, it would have said front door open, side door
Yeah.
open. It didn't.
Yeah, and then, well, there was a brother that had found out in the recent years that the bio dad wasn't the bio dad, and that he ended up having some mental illness and all that. So they're trying to blame him, but he was at home sleeping. Like, there's nothing else that points to him except he has mental illness. I don't know. It's an interesting case for sure. I haven't listened to that, Janet, but I'll definitely give it a try. I'm all about podcasts these days. I listen to podcasts more than YouTube anymore. So
How are they going to have a trial without all that evidence? Like,
because they still have the others, they have all the electronic evidence. So I'm guessing that's how.
but that's more. That's
Yeah, it's
so
crazy.
unfortunate.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's nuts for sure. So yeah, but we can talk about it. I'll send Stephanie the thing and we can cover it when it goes to trial. Me too, Lady K. I'm all about a good podcast. Let me see when the new
Oh,
trial
I
is.
was.
I think it's been set for March, but hold on, let me see. Hold on. When his trial is, I think that because he just had one last year, but I think that there is one coming up.
He must have a good lawyer too.
He does. He's a rich, he's a kid. Okay. Oh, wait. Right here. It says AJ Armstrong third trial set to take place February 2023. So it's actually just next month. So we
Oh
can
yeah.
definitely follow along. Listen to S Town. It's a good podcast. Okay, I'll listen to that too for sure. I'm all about the podcast, but yeah, I'll send Stephanie all the stuff on that tonight. We can talk about it. I'll pull some videos up too that aren't low. Like, I'll try to maybe like do a private live and just listen back, because I know some of these, for some reason, some of them sound super low even on my end. So I'll listen back and see which ones we can listen to. And we can just, have a discussion about it. Maybe we could do it when it's closer to the third trial, because that's not even that far away. So yes, exactly, Sarah. Yeah, I will, Shell. I'll definitely, we can talk about it. Sure. I just got to give Stephanie time to catch up on it, because it is 2 trials. There's been 2 trials already. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's
I'll
exciting.
send you I'll send you the podcast. It's really fun. I'm surprised there ain't cameras on the judge's chamber doors. I don't know. I don't know how that works, Rachel. I have no idea. You would think that like that's hard to misplace all that evidence, you know? So yeah, speed read, Stephanie. No, well, I'll send her the stuff to listen to because that's how I got acquainted with it. And I'll see if I can't find some of the paperwork from the trials too, because I know there's like whole groups. I don't really fuck with Facebook, but I will get on there just to jump in some of the groups to see if I can't find all the paperwork and shit. So
Yeah, you would think there would be cameras at least in the evidence, like where they keep the evidence. Apparently not.
Apparently not. Apparently you can literally just misplace 20 some pieces of fucking
Throw it
evidence. I
away.
don't know. Just throw it away. So, all right. Well, the Chrisleys lost their appeal. Oh my God. I love the Chrisleys. I have a friend here, Jeff, that reminds me so much of Todd.
They got a lot of time, like 14 years or something
like 12 years, I thought, or something. I don't know.
Yeah, a long time.
Channel and Discord. Yeah, Shell, I'll work on that tomorrow for you. I will actually put the links there. You're in my Discord, right? If anybody would be in the Discord. I'm not in there a lot right now, but I think that would be good to add some rooms of stuff that we're going to talk about, you know, maybe just make it more of like a discussion place for now, you know, like that kind of discussion. 50 Shades, there's this case here. I'll share a link with you. Hold on. Well, actually, I'm going to share them on my community tab because there's just so many of them, but it's AJ Armstrong. He's getting ready to go on his third trial for killing his family. Both have been hung juries. I think the first one was like 8 for murder and then 8 for like for guilt for innocent. So it's been like, you're not in there, Hummingbird? Okay, let me send you a link. It's not very active right now, but like I said, I'm going to try to change some things up and be in there more. I just, you know, I'm going to make I'll make a room for this and I'll make a room for the family vloggers and then, you know, it'll be easier to find it. Yeah, I'll put it in Discord. I'll work on that tomorrow though, because I know I'm not going to have time tonight. I'm actually going to get ready to go to bed. I'm trying to switch my days and nights back up. I have a shit sleeping schedule and I'm trying to change that, but thank you guys all for hanging out.
Good night, guys.
Good night, guys. And
we'll see you
next time. Yeah, we'll be probably live during the day sometime. So,
yeah.
Bye, guys. I'll send you an invite, Hummingbird. Bye.